Bradshaw, man, like I'm really stressed. I don't know what we should do for these features.
What do you mean, what should we do for these features?
Like, what direction do we go in it? Like, what do we talk about?
I mean, it's pretty easy. Like, you start with a sport and you think about everything that happened. Let's start with the NHL.
The decade saw both a drought and a dynasty begin in the first year.
The Chicago Blackhawks' long drought is over.
And they wouldn't stop winning. The Chicago Blackhawks became the model for success in the decade. Despite an ever-evolving roster, they remained a contender every year. Well, until recently. Another chapter in the Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin rivalry was written, and this time it was taken outside. But the game was overshadowed. The kid was down and it didn't look good. It took him a while to get back to speed, but when he returned, he made sure everyone knew he hadn't lost a step. A second Original Six team ended a long drought, but the Boston Bruins win came second to what happened after. Then with a potential lockout looming, the Kings were crowned not once, but twice this decade. However, their quick rise came with a quick decline. The NHL lockout left fans wondering if they'd see the game they loved taken away from them yet again, but the two sides came to an agreement and the NHL returned, only a shortened version. Back to Sid and Ovi. Even while new stars entered, there was no doubt who the faces of the league were. Crosby got 2 more rings, and Ovi continued to score and score some more. But perhaps the most magical moment of the decade came when Ovechkin finally got his first. The year was capped off with another first. St. Louis had to wait a long time, and in January it looked like they'd have to wait at least another year. But an unheralded goaltender saved their season and led them to new heights. But the year wasn't only about the old. Winnipeg returned and Vegas became team number 31. The Golden Knights didn't take long to become a force either. But perhaps the biggest change of the decade are the new stars. Sid and Ovi has turned into McDavid and Matthews and Eichel. If these are going to be the faces of the next decade, then fans know the league is in good hands.